Hello, it's me again. Yay. This is another video. This is the review process though. I tried using Python tutor, but it could not handle C++. And I was a little lazy to write the code out in Python, even though I probably should. Um, that sounds crazy. I just wrote the code in C++. Um, anyways, so there's Code Chef. Code Chef better. Wait, why did it? Oh man, I gotta wait again. Oh well. Yeah. So here's the code. Works well. We use the implementation I described earlier with in OneNote at least. So right here where we do the for loop. The only difference is that I used a vector of strings and that rather than inserting, yeah, I used insert instead of, or not insert, but I used the value of the index rather than something like pushback or insert, just because that was the first thing that came to mind when I was working on the problem earlier. But I don't know if there's a better way or if the other ways are preferable for some reason. I know for a fact pushback is not preferable. Pushback would have allocated more memory most likely, because every time you push back, if there's no more space left, it will resize and to double its length. It'll allocate that memory, so not good. So I started off by initializing it to a size of n. In this case, it would be 20. Yeah, that's the code right there. Vector of strings, loop through 1 to n plus 1 to include n, and then we just do the if else conditions. Just handle those properly. The toString right there to make sure the number stays as a string. Overall it looks good. This is my way of coding it in so then we could visualize it, but yeah, ignore that. This is the answer right here, the FizzBuzz part. This code. Anyways, so let's step through it a little bit. I'll probably skip through a lot of it, but so the first step you just call it. But now that we have the function call with the number is going to be 20 at the start, and we're going to initialize a vector of size 20 to avoid pushing back, because pushing back, like I said earlier, would allocate more memory than necessary. So we use a for loop between 1 and n plus 1, right? So we start off, we check, is 1 divisible by 15? No. Is 1 divisible by 3? No. Is 1 divisible by 5? No. So, wait, why did I put 5 there? Damn, I'm not even listening to my own advice. I would normally put this above the 3, so it's better for expandability, but yeah. And then right here, because all other conditions failed, we fall back onto the toString number. So we do that, and as you can see here, inside of the vector, we have a 1 as a string, because, yeah, it contains strings, and this is in Python, so you know it's a string. Go to the next one, just keep going, 2 is not divisible. What? Oh, sorry, I got confused with this number. I forgot that indices started 0. Oops. Let's step back a little bit. So then now we're at number 3, or the third element. So we check 15. It's not divisible perfectly into 15. This meets the criteria of not being divisible by 5. Or it doesn't meet that, because 3 is not perfectly divisible by 5, so we ignore it. The first if statement, then we go to the 3. 3 is divisible by 3, so we to make sure it works with it, since we're starting one, since there's like a 1 off in the for loop, we just subtract by 1 to put it in the proper place of the vector. Yeah, then it's going to be in there, so a string called fizz is in there. Keep going, and then now we're at step element 5. When we're at element 5, it'll check these other conditions as seen before. 3 is not going to be true when we're at element 5. That's because 5 remainder 3, or 5 modulo 3, I mean, will get you a remainder of 2. So that does not perfectly equal 0, and same thing right here anyways. So we skip that one, we skip the 3, we go here. This will evaluate to true, so then we add buzz into it. Like I said earlier, the previous thing for the offset of 1. So now it's here, and we just keep going through the array, or through the numbers offered, and then we get to the 15th element right here. We'll check is the element number we're currently at divisible by 15. If so, in our case it is, we will assign FizzBuzz to it, and as we can see right here, it's right there. There we go, nice and simple. And now we just keep going. There we go. So now in the printing part, this is my part of the code, just to help visualize it, I guess. We'll just print out for each element inside of the answer vector that I have. I passed it in as copy constructor because this returns a vector. So yeah. What you'll have is you will have the first element appear. The first element should be 1. So if it works, it should print it out right there. There we go. Keep going 2, and then we get to the third element, which is fizz. 4, and then buzz, which is the right element. So then we just go forward until we get to FizzBuzz. And there we go. It's printing it on a new line because this is not big enough, but it's okay. And we just keep going until the end. And boom, there we go. Yeah, that's it.